must say, that was a perfect episode of Flying Witch. Like, how it ended, how it just ended on what does the fox say? It just goes bark. That's how it ends. It was just the most perfect use of comedy in the world. It was so subtle, but it was amazing. It was actually, I was laughing my ass off just how it ended. It goes, what does the fox say? It goes bark, and it just ends there. And since before the after credit scene with a car, they mess up the entirety of that Vietnam Bay. It was just, I love this episode. It was just so fantastic. All the different characters that came into that cafe. And you heard a lot more about these characters and how we learned a lot more about the Harbinger as well, and how the Harbinger actually went to that cafe as well. So overall, it's a really freaking good episode because really we learn a lot about the cafe and the people who inhabit it and the people that actually go there. And those ladybugs were a freaking couple. And since at one point the ladybugs actually like kind of come in, they're kind of sitting there going, "Why are ladybugs there?" And actually, the ladybugs are a couple that actually go there very often on dates. And then Chinatsu and Makoto find out actually whoever they land on gives them actual like kind of wealth or actual fortune. So they basically try to get the actual ladybugs to actually land on them, so just trying to evade their privacy and actually trying to get to land on them. But it's still, I was going to say, it's just so amazing. It's just not one episode so far which has been lackluster. Every single episode thus far has just one-upped itself. It's just, I don't know. And every single character just came into that cafe. Even the veil of darkness that brings forth the darkness or the night. How Chinatsu just reacted to the actual like entrance and actually just went over to her and just spoke to her. It was amazing. And also we actually saw the actual master witch of the actual areas and the master witch of that cafe. In a sense, at the beginning, Anzu walks in. Anzu being the daughter of the master witch, and actually she gets mistaken to be her mother. And Makoto's all like, "Oh my god, it's Master Witch," and starts talking to her and everything like that, not really realizing it's not her. And how she also says, okay, sometimes actually witches do like kind of shroud their age, but it does look younger in the sense they actually kind of use like magic and spells to actually do that. And then when she realizes, okay, it's not her, it was funny because she sees two of them because Anzu's mum walks in and she sees two of them and goes, "How is this happening? What's going on here?" Since there can't be two of you, is this some kind of spell? Is this ninjutsu? It was funny as hell, I must say. I was laughing my arse off more often in this episode than I have in my whole entire lifetime of Flying Witch. It was just constantly funny. And Akane after the credits as well, when she just kind of messed up the entirety of that Vietnamese bay, because what happens is Chinatsu says, "Okay, why is water blue?" And since why is it always blue? And she says, "Okay, well, I'm gonna make a potion that actually can change the color of the water." And she does. What happens is it goes wrong, and it actually kind of just changes the entirety of the bay, and actually kind of ruins it. It makes it turn into like kind of like a black and white painting. And she gets Makoto there to actually kind of take a photo of it. It was funny. And then she kind of wakes up in the morning and goes, "I swear I had a dream when I was actually inside like a Chinese like water wash painting." I was kind of like, what the hell's going on here? It was hilarious, I must say. It just, I honestly say, this is actually probably one of the best anime episodes of the season so far, just because it was just constantly funny, and how it actually incorporated the humour into it was even better, and how Chinatsu just reacted to every single character just walking into this place. It was amazing. She doesn't have any fear, in the sense the actual like veil of darkness is pretty freaking terrifying, but she's actually a really nice person. But it's one of those things, the appearances do not always matter, because the person beneath it's always like it's kind of completely different to what their appearance look like, in the sense you don't really think that actually the veil of darkness is going to be this really, really nice person, this really outgoing kind of woman, but actually she really is. She's actually really nice. You talk to her quite a lot. It's one of those things that I was kind of like, huh. How it changes your perception of people. You're kind of like, yeah, you can't really trust an appearance, because sometimes they're actually really nice people. But how she just reacts to them, she doesn't have any fear in a sense. She just constantly goes over to them and talks to them. And when the fox actually came in, which, side note, that's one of the most cutest foxes I've seen in my lifetime, actually just came in and just sat down to like eat, and everyone else was going over to him and just like stroking him as well. It was amazing. And then just the icing on the cake really was, what does the fox say? And in the end it goes bark, and it just ends. I was just like, that deserves props. That deserves props. Just the timing and how it all ended. It was perfect. It's how it all just came together. It was amazing. And actually, we also learned that actually the cafe's been there for 200 years, and since the cafe really has been there for 200 years, and actually it's like hosting people from the afterlife as well. So you do learn quite a lot in the midst of all the humorous things going on around this anime. That's what I like about it. You learn a lot about the witching world, how it all works, and different ways in which witches work. And since it really does actually kind of tell you how these people work and how they live and what they do, amongst all of the humour that actually put into this anime, it actually really freaking works really damn well. And I'm really sad to say it's actually ending soon. It's really depressing because I don't want to see it end because it's so freaking amazing. It's just one of those animes that just really just takes you away and just kind of tells you, look, minimalism is key, yo, because sometimes it does freaking work in your favour. But with all that said, I have been the driver. If you leave a like, do leave a like. It doesn't go to play, leave a sub. do leave a sub. It doesn't go to bed, but with all that said, happy the driver, and I will see you guys later.